Alright, it's Big Daddy Snipes. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing this summer? I am doing absolutely beastly. And check this out. Booyah! Look at that scalper across the map. Let's go. I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. I think that's extremely boring. As you guys agreed with me, I was actually surprised how many of you were like, wow, Big Daddy Snipes, you're actually doing something that's entertaining and I want to watch it. So, you know, you guys should have told me that before. I'm not mad, actually. I'm mad at myself, more or less, that I was making you guys watch that boring crap. So I'm going to bring you guys some more stories, whatever you guys like to see. Rocking the L96E sexy gun. Alright, so let's get into the story. It's a pretty cool story, I guess. It's kind of weird. It's kind of out there, kind of like that other one, but I don't think as weird. So I'm at driving school, right? It's like my second day there. I'm pretty new to it. I don't really know anything. I'm there with a bunch of random kids, and you know, there's like the Twitter girls in the back. You know, they're always talking about how all these guys like them and hit them on Twitter, and they do hookups and stuff like that. And the funny thing is, they're really pretty ugly. And then you have like just the normal kids who are just there to learn how to drive. So the Twitter girls in the back absolutely have nothing to do with the story. I just hate them because they annoyed me the whole time I was there. So, you know, I'm in this group of kids. I don't really know them. I don't know anybody there. They don't go to my school. I guess to them, my school is like a really rich school. They asked me what school I went to, and they thought everything was made out of gold there, implying that it is rich. You know, because it's not in the best area. It's kind of like in a ghetto place, which kind of ties into where I'm going with this. So I'm in this group. You know, I don't really know them. I just kind of met them that one day, and you know, we're kids. And we're going to try to talk to each other. So, you know, we ended up being friends. And at lunchtime, you get 45 minutes to go and get food. Now, this driving school is in like a little plaza. If you don't know what a plaza is, it's kind of like a mall, except it's outside and the stores have nothing to do with each other. And it's like a liquor store, a 99-cent store, a bakery, and a dress store. I guess that's so random. But it's all that stuff in this little shopping center in a plaza. And for lunch, you get to go outside for 45 minutes, go to whatever store you want, buy your food, and do your own thing. So I went by myself to go get lunch because I really didn't know anybody. So I just thought I'd be a lone ranger. I'd just go do my own thing, and I'd go. So I'm walking out of the driving school. It is like the first, I don't know, 5 minutes of lunch. I go outside, and I see this, not to be racist, but it's kind of funny later in the end, this black homeless guy. And he's wearing like a San Francisco 49ers jersey. I think it was like Tony Gonzalez. Look at that quick scope. And, you know, first thing I think of when I see a bum is that they're going to ask me for money. And it's always true because they always do ask you for money. And here's where it gets funny because I'm about to go into this gas station. I actually just went into the 99-cent store, and guess what? I was able to buy Takis for $1 flat. There was no tax on these. They were $1 flat. And that was pretty cool. So I buy these Takis. I come out of the 99-cent store to go to the gas station to get a drink. So I come out of there, and this homeless guy, the guy I was talking about with the jersey, he calls me white boy, and then he calls me gringo. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with a bum who's going to ask you for money, because that's just what bums do. Nothing was wrong with that. The only problem is he was a black guy, and he called me gringo. I don't know what the hell was going on. I was so confused. I didn't know why he called me gringo. It doesn't even make sense for him to call me that. I don't even speak Spanish. He doesn't speak Spanish. Like that doesn't make sense. So he asked me for money. I don't give him any. I told him I don't have any. I go to the gas station. I buy a drink. And then I go back into the driving store. I mean the driving school. It's kind of like a store, but it's not. It's a driving school. And I eat my food. And then my friends come in later, and they were saying how he was about to shank his friend because he stole his bike or something. And that was pretty weird because I could have gotten shanked by this dude because I told him I had no money, and then I went and bought another thing. And that was weird because later on that day, the teacher told us, well, we told her what happened in the parking lot, and she told us that before that all happened, like a year ago or something, they had to call the cops on the guy because he whipped out a knife and started to shank another dude. And that's just so out of the random. Like, I had no idea what I was doing there, and I don't know why I was in such a bad area having my driving school done. But you know, I ignored it, and the good thing is that actually I didn't ever get to see him the rest of the time there. And for the rest of the time there, all my friends would call me Gringo. I don't know what it was. I guess just because that dude called me Gringo. And why would he call me Gringo? I know it means, like, it means, to be honest, it means like outcast in Spanish, but a lot of people think it means white boy, which it doesn't. It just means foreigner. So I guess it can mean white person, I guess, if you want to, you know, put it that way. But he was black. He didn't even know Spanish. He was black, and he goes, "You want to help a homeless guy out and donate some change?" You know, that I don't know why you would need to call me Gringo or call me white boy, or I think he said like kid in the black shirt because I was wearing a black shirt. And then he asked me for money. Obviously, if you guys know, nobody gives money to bums, or at least anybody who doesn't want to be harassed for money ever again doesn't give money to them. You just gotta ignore them. You gotta tell them you don't have any more money. So that's exactly what I did. I was able to get away safely. And then I thought, man, I could have got shanked by this dude. Can you imagine if I got shanked by this dude for not giving him money to probably go buy crack, which he probably was doing because he had the most jacked up teeth. And he wore these white sunglasses. Have you guys ever seen Oakleys? These weren't Oakleys. He doesn't have Oakleys. But have you ever seen like Oakleys, how they're fat and they go around your whole face? Well, it was like that, but pure white, and they didn't have a label on them, so I didn't know what kind of glasses they were, but they were these white sunglasses. So he looks like Eazy-E in a San Francisco 49ers jersey, and he's going around asking a bunch of 14, 15, 16-year-old kids for money so he could buy crack. And it was just a weird thing, and I was able to get away from it safely. I was able to live and not get shanked. And this game's coming up on an end. If you guys liked it, please give it a like. I know you guys like these real life stories. I'm going to be trying to do more. And I'm not going to try to do them every day, because everyday story, that's too much. I can't get a story every day. It just, I don't know. So maybe every other day. If you guys like that, please give it a like. Thank you.